You're listening to Menopause Natural Solutions, episode 60, Night Sweats. Welcome to Menopause Natural Solutions, your podcast for all things perimenopause and menopause related. Stay tuned as naturopath Jennifer Harrington explains how to use natural therapies to transform your health and happiness. Hi ladies, how's your week going? I wanted to tell you about my week. I had a really fun interview with the ladies from Hotflushes and Cool Topics. So if that is a podcast you have not listened to before, can I recommend you jump on over, because tomorrow I think they're releasing the episode that we did together. I know it's lots of fun, so hopefully you enjoy it as well. But today we are talking about night sweats, and this was a question that was sent in from one of my listeners. So guys, night sweats can be hot flushes that occur at night and disturb your sleep. And if this is you, you really need to focus on reducing your hot flushes, but also improving your sleep. And I have previously done 2 great episodes, and that was episode number 2 on hot flushes and episode number 7 on sleep. So today I'm going to talk about some of the other causes of night sweats and some things to consider if you are only having nighttime power surges or night sweats, but not in the daytime. Now, the most common cause I see of this is heightened cortisol levels due to stress and anxiety. So I want you to look at what's happening in your world. Have your worst nights been after a troubling day? Or have they been the day before an event you are not looking forward to? And this is a big clue that the culprit is cortisol. You need to consider how you can reduce your stress levels. If there are life circumstances you can change them. Add in as many stress management techniques as you can. Things like breathing, meditation, exercise. Speak to your healthcare provider to see if supplements like magnesium or B vitamins are right for you. Herbs to also inquire about include ziziphus. Now, this herb is specific for night sweats and insomnia caused by stress and anxiety. Withania, which is also known as ashwagandha, is another favourite, which helps to reduce stress and improve sleep. Hops also makes it into my top 3, as it's specific for insomnia caused by flushing, as it helps to regulate your LH surges, which are another cause of heat and sweating. But there's also other herbs to consider, things like chamomile, oats, skullcap, passion flower, lemon balm, and the list goes on. Actually, there's so many different herbs you can choose from, which is why it's a great idea to sit down with a practitioner so that you can choose a personalized approach to the best herbs for you at the moment. Have you considered the role of food? Drinking alcohol before bed can trigger sweats. Having a sugary dessert before bed can spike blood sugar levels. And if you go to bed with a blood sugar high, more than likely a blood sugar low will hit you during the night, and you may wake up hot and sweaty. Do you have sleep apnea? Did you know people with untreated sleep apnea are 3 times more likely to excessively sweat at night? Maybe it's time you got tested. Certain medications have night sweats as side effects. If this is you, please speak to your healthcare provider about alternatives. Do not stop your medication. And examples of medications that can produce night sweats include antidepressants, hypoglycemic medications or diabetic medications, hormone blocking drugs, temperature-lowering medications such as painkillers, blood pressure medications. And look, other causes can include certain infections and certain cancers. But hopefully this is brought to your attention, some things to be aware of if you are only flushing at night and if you're not having an issue in the day. So just to recap, stress, number 1, cause. Number 2, I would look at sleep apnea. Have you been tested? Is it time for you to go and get tested? And medications. Is it potentially something that you can swap over or find an alternative to so that you're no longer struggling at night? Because sleep is so important. And I wish you all a really wonderful night's sleep. Have you read my book, From Invisible to Invincible yet? For a limited time, I'm offering the interactive version free with all purchases of the physical book. Call me old-fashioned, but I love reading an actual book, highlighting it, displaying it in my library. But the problem with a physical book is that once it's printed, that's it. The interactive book can be updated as new information comes to hand. Plus, I've added downloads such as recipes and hyperlinks to additional resources. Simply head to my website and click book to buy your copies now. Well, that's it for me this week. Don't forget to check out Hot Flashes and Cool Topics to hear my fun interview with the ladies. And I look forward to touching base with you again next week on Menopause Natural Solutions. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to Menopause Natural Solution. This podcast contains general information about menopause. It is provided as a guide and is not intended to replace medical advice. Opinions of guests of their own, and this podcast does not endorse or accept responsibility for statements made by guests.